I need that. Gravy. Oh no, I've got gravy. Right, there's my beef. Veg, so I want some of them. Yeah, okay. So that's everything got that I need. What are you doing? Dogs are out mooching. So tea's on now. So, well, beef's in the oven anyway. It's only been in half an hour. Got to wait a bit longer yet before I put it in and really sort of start cooking proper. Get all the veg going and everything. It's going to be mash, I think, today. So yeah, so another week and the holiday will be upon us. I think we'll be taking like the whole, I think we're finishing on the Thursday actually, because for our business it's pointless, you know, Thursday's your last shipping day basically to get it there for the Friday, and none of the engineers will be working in between, so you know it'll be a case of that's it. So you know, and on the Friday we'd only be doing bits and pieces, cleaning up till lunchtime and then going anyway. So what's up? Hey, come here. Oh, come here, big lad. Oh, what's up with you? Hey. So yeah, it's funny old time. We've had some real busy spells, some awkward stuff to do. I think I've got an infection in the side of that finger. It's quite sore. I think it's probably from when I was doing all that metal work and that, because I did manage to crack some nails and that, so it's probably that's what it is. But getting quite chilly now. We're sort of around, just around about snowing temperature, 4 or 5 degrees. But it's quite, I don't know, it's a bit of a dull day, really. Nothing, you know, there's a fair few birds out and about, but of course some of them will be starting to fly south now anyway. But yeah, I don't know. So, first bit's on the Android, and I'm now on the iOS here, so you'll be able to see the difference. I mean, colour's definitely better in the Android. That bit of footage I got before though, I noticed it was blurry, so I'm not sure why. Could be that it was in manual mode and I hadn't checked. That's a possibility actually. I don't think so though, but we shall see. So there might be a little bit of blurry footage at the beginning. Birds picking through the through the leaves and what have you, looking for food, foraging. So anyway, I'm going to go in and (3:30). I'm just wondering why the church was chiming. Ah, that's the granddaughter awake. Soon be done. Just a few more minutes and then I'll be starting my tea, and hopefully catching up with some subscriptions that I haven't been able to watch for a bit now. What's going on here? I've got a strange dodgy angle going on. It's maybe the way it's standing, I don't know. Oh dear. Yeah, well, I'm half on the drainer as well, so that doesn't help. But I've got my Yorkshire pudding tray ready as well, so... Oh yes, beef, Yorkshire's, gravy. You don't really need the veg, do you? Just loads of beef and gravy on your Yorkshire puddings. But I'll tell you what I did. You know the... hang on, let's just get that a bit. That's better. You know, I mean, my parents had them for years. You know, for doing your large Yorkshire puddings, we had some of those. They're sort of coming back in a little bit, and that's those pie tins. You know, when you have to use a can opener to get the lid off them. And we had a couple of them the other week, and for some reason these days they don't like the modern tin oven as much. These tins. I don't know what's going on. I don't know whether it's just they haven't really thought about it or what, but I managed for a change to actually get the lids off them clean. Normally they make a mess and they're too rough and you have to chuck the tins out. I managed to get a couple off clean, so I'll use them for my large Yorkshire pudding trays. So yeah, I managed to get a couple, so I was quite pleased about that, because that's just one of them childhood memories, because all my mothers were them and they were black. I mean, you know, they just get a wipe out and that's it. They never got a proper wash. And yeah, I don't know, it just sort of reminds me of the childhood a little bit really, those. So anyway, I've got a couple of them now added to the arsenal of cooking equipment. Anyway, I'm going to go and see how it all goes, and then I'll get served up, and then I'll be able to go and catch up on some subscriptions, and then I'll come back later and chat some more. Pretty stuffed after tea. I had 4 Yorkshire puddings. Bad boy. No, I quite enjoyed it though. Beef came out well. Yeah, I'm just come up here out of the way. It's nice and peaceful up here. There's a load of bits and pieces around for Christmas, but they've got it pretty tidy now actually. You know, I said, you know, look, I need the room. You know, so I've still got some more recording to do, like, what have I got here? Well, I've got some bits that I've already done, like the unboxing part on, and I've just got to go and do like the review section. So there's like a car holder, there's some earbuds and stuff like that, and I've just had some more earbuds turn up actually. I've 2 pairs from Sound Peace again. They're very nice. One's like a sports band, you know, running headset thing, and the other one's they've finally done their own sort of totally wire-free version, you know, with 2 separate things. But they've made them so that they can be used individually, and you can both listen to the same piece of music. You can have an earpiece each, sort of thing, and one's like a slave to the other, sort of thing. So I'm not quite sure how it all works yet. I haven't opened those particular ones yet. I've done the unboxing on this. I still need to bring you my final sort of thoughts on it actually. Nicely made one actually. It's just VR itself at the minute I think is the problem. It's mobile VR, it's just not quite, it's not ready. Some of it, you know, you can have some fun with it, don't get me wrong, there is some fun to be had with it. I suppose I'd like to see like the AR side of it come along a bit more, you know, take the front off, get the camera out and, you know, bring it into your living space, because the minute you put that on, if you're standing up, it doesn't matter how clear that room is, you know yourself that if you've got it on long enough, you will wander slowly from the spot you're on, because obviously the whole idea of it is that you interact by turning around, moving and stuff like that. So, but yeah, it's all, you know, it's all coming on. Got a lot of bits I need to sort out really that are just sort of stuff that's hanging around. I know I've been repackaging some of the headphones and what have you, ready for Christmas gifts and stuff like that. You know, just helps bulk people's presents up, I suppose. You know, it's not like I'm going to keep them all and listen to them all, is it? So, but yeah, just Another one of those days where I haven't been able to sort of get on and do my own thing much, really. I tend to find I can do more of my thing during the week than I can on a weekend. On a weekend, I'm much more tied up. I think, you know, that's the way it is. It's a little bit sort of backward. And then, of course, this time of the year, sort of, you know, once I get home from work, it's dark outside, so I can't do anything outside really. So I've got my bins to put out yet tonight. I've got to put my blue bins out, which is good that they're getting emptied now before Christmas, because obviously you get a lot of recyclable stuff, boxes and paper and stuff like that. Christmas Day, and of course we always have the grandkids here for Christmas Day, so it gets quite hectic. Hence these beds will be made up for them to stay the night on, what have you. So we'll have a house full. I know my youngest lad, his dad is actually in hospital again at the minute. He's not well. Don't know that we would have him for Christmas dinner, and I'm not so sure he's going to be coming this year because he had a stroke some time ago now. Was it a couple of years back? But yeah, he's gone downhill quite a bit actually, which is sad. It's my son's, you know, he's having a bit of a rough patch with it at the minute. So yeah, I've got a few bits and pieces here. Some more headphones there from that UIC again. Not as expensive as the other sets, but equally as nice looking. What else? Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm actually impressed with this now. I wish that I had a bigger one. And it's actually an iPhone case, but it's made out of, oh, what's the stuff? I'll tell you on here somewhere. I've forgotten the name of it. Aramid, that's it. It's used in the bulletproof jackets, isn't it, that the police use and what have you, and the you know, the military grade stuff. But I've actually had a play with it and what have you, and it's like paper thin with like a Kevlar carbon effect. It looks really, really nice. Quite deer-like, but very nice nonetheless. It's the sort of thing that if you were going to buy something like that, you'd buy it right at the time that you get your new device if you're going to make it last you 2 years. Because, you know, once you get to sort of like a year or less to go to changing your phone, you don't want to be spending that kind of money. Like it's 30 quid, I think, what it was when I got it anyway. So yeah, like I say, I mean, I've got all sorts still to do, but it's just getting the time to do it. It really is. I know all that's done over there. That's all stuff that I've got to sort of wade through and that. I've got another bike phone holder coming. There's a few bits and pieces, bike lights, all sorts. But yeah, it's sort of, I don't know, it's all just sort of getting a bit out of hand sometimes at the minute. You know, I think the thing is, when you're receiving goods from a company like that, you have to take it seriously. You know, they're expecting you to, the neighbours, they're expecting you to be professional and act as if you're a business, basically. So you're doing them a service at the end of the day. So, you know, but sometimes getting your family to understand that can be hard work. You know, but yeah, no, I just need time, but I need a good solid block of time. You know, none of this, do this and then go and do that. It's, you know, you've got to get a good solid block in. You know, but you can't, you know, because you've also then got to get time. Because some of these companies are then contacting you saying, hey, where's this video you were going to do for us? So like, it's a case of you have to do that, do a couple of others, get some recording done, and then you've got to go and get it edited. And the editing can take, how long's a piece of string? You know, it depends on how well you spoke through it, whether you had any physical problems with the footage or audio or anything like that. There's, you know, because there's just so much that can be wrong on the footage, and you've got it all to do either way. So, but I'll get there. I always get there. I persevere. You have to fight sometimes, but I always get there. But this is iOS again. Front camera on this is so much better than the one on the Android device. It is a much better camera. Deals with low light better as well. I mean, I'm looking at it now, and I know that this is going to come out, and it's going to have it's going to be a bit grainy, because I've only got one bulb there. It's a relatively bright bulb though, and it's going to be a little bit grainy, whereas this would have been much darker with the Android. But the rear camera on that Android it still suffers a bit from low light, but is a superior camera for it, and its actual image quality. Audio is awful on it. Audio, I have to up the gain so much that you start getting a lot of hiss through and what have you. You know, much worse than you would with this. But anyway, guys, that's all for when I do a final sort of review on the phone, if you like. You know, I mean, it's a relatively old phone now, but you know, it's definitely a worthy purchase when you consider that it's less than half the price of this. So, you know, you should always bear that in mind, you know, your finances at the end of the day. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get off. So next week I'll probably do a shorter vlog, and I'll probably do it on the Friday, just so you know, because obviously you're then into Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and it's not a case of I'm not bothered about them not getting watched. I'm more bothered about people feeling that they should watch them and then putting themselves out when they're supposed to be on a holiday. So probably on the Friday, be a short vlog, basically just wishing you all a happy Christmas and what have you, and then I'll probably do the same the following week, so that I'm not eating into any New Year commitments or anything like that, you know, because I do know some people do like to, you know, watch it and feel committed to doing it, and I wouldn't want to take that away from people. So, but anyway, so I will see you then, guys. So until then, do take care of yourselves, and I'll see you then. See you guys.